Hi, I'm Tim Herr from Herr Display Van, and the purpose of today's video is to show the drivers of the Ego Experience Matco Tools trucks how to operate the vehicle while out on the road. We understand there are going to be many different drivers in these units, and we would like to make sure everybody has a clear understanding of how to operate the vehicle when they're out on the road with it. So let's step inside and get started. As we enter the truck, you're going to find the low voltage and high voltage switch panel over the curbside door. This panel is broken into two different voltages. Everything on the left-hand side of the white line is 12 volt operated, and everything is labeled appropriately. Overhead lights, display lights, which are the lights that shine on the toolboxes. The accent lights are the color LEDs that are run down the middle of the aisle, and the master awning on-off switch. These items are going to function whether the truck is running, not running, plugged in or not plugged in. They all operate as long as there's 12 volt power supply from the coach batteries. Everything on the right hand side of the white line is 110 volt operated. These items are only going to function when the truck is plugged into shore power. The AC main double breaker should be thought of just as the main breaker would be in your house. Without this breaker on, nothing in the right-hand side of the column is going to operate. We typically suggest that we leave the AC main on and the power converter on so that when the unit is plugged into shore power, everything functions as it should and the unit charges the coach batteries. When you want to function the awning, you're going to turn on the awning master on, and you'll notice an audible tone come from the awning control. On the left-hand side of the awning control, you're going to notice there's an awning in button, a stop button, and an out button. The out button obviously is going to project the awning. The stop button will stop the awning at any point where it's at, and then the in button is going to return the awning to the closed position. The right-hand side of the switch, there's an LED on light, LED off, and the final button at the bottom on the right is a close off, which will shut off the LED and close the awning to its fixed point. Once the awning is closed, you will want to shut off the master on-off switch so as the awning has no potential possibility of functioning when the unit is going down the road. When we move into the driver's area here, there are a couple of items here that pertain to operation of the truck. One of them would be the liftgate control. This switch enables the liftgate to be operated whether a truck is running or not running, key on or key off. This will enable the liftgate. The other two switches here will function the rear air conditioning evaporator. They're master on-off here, and then a low, medium, and high fan speed switch. The truck will need to be running for these items to function as they should. Overhead the driver here, we've got a seat screen. This seat screen is just simply pulled down like a window blind and attached to the retainer here at the bottom. This will hold the seat screen down into a fixed position while the unit's being demonstrated to the customer. When you want to return the seat screen back up, you're going to open up the retainer strip and just simply take it back up into its position like you would a window blind. As we move toward the rear of the truck here, you'll notice all the scanner displays on the left-hand side. In behind this panel is where you would find the coach batteries, the power inverter, power converter, and the alarm control. Simply by removing these screws and pulling the panel off, you can gain access to those items should you need to. Typically in this area, rearward of the diagnostic tools, you're going to find the thermostat for the S-bar heater. All of the units, with the exception of one, have an S-bar heater on them. This S-bar heater is a simple operation from the standpoint of a single touch is going to enable the thermostat. You will see the temperature setting on the thermostat come up. The rotary dial will allow you to alter the temperature. So for demonstration purposes, we'll leave it on 100 degrees. The second touch is going to display the runtime on the heater as to whether it's infinite or you can dial it rearward to as little as you want to dial it. When we go back to infinite, we can then touch the heater button again and it's going to show that the heater is on. You'll also notice the red ring around the dial lights up. That is an indication that the heater has been enabled and will begin to function. The way this heater operates is that it will start on a low blower speed, then ultimately raise the fan speed as combustion begins in the unit. When you want to shut the heater off, you're simply going to reverse the process. You're going to touch the button. The unit will begin to flash off. You hit the button again, and you'll notice the red ring goes out, and the heater will stop functioning. Now, when the heater is running and lit, you will notice the flame go out, but the fan will begin to continue to run until the unit is cooled. Then it will ultimately shut off. That's the way the heater will function in this unit. Below the workstation area here is an outlet down at the very bottom for plugging in a computer, printer, whatever may need to be plugged in. Every colored outlet inside the truck, meaning the black outlets on the sidewalls, behind the toolboxes, and behind the rolling cart unit, are all inverter operated. They are going to allow the TVs to function, whether it's the demonstration over the diagnostic area, the demonstration on the roll cart, or the demonstration inside the large toolbox underneath the hutch. We want to make sure that the straps are in place on the toolboxes before the unit drives away. We also have a warning label and a reminder on the dash above the instrument cluster to remind you to make sure that the toolboxes are strapped into place and that the awning has been retracted to its full position before driving away. We hope that this demonstration video you find helpful. Should you have any questions regarding how to operate one of the units or any problems while out in the field, please don't hesitate to call us at 708-755-7926, and we'll be happy to assist you with any problems. Thank you.